welcome back to another episode of the Geek podcast.
This is your host, Charlie Radio Williams.
And this is Seanluc.
Welcome back to another episode of the Geek podcast.
Now we're on. We're live.
Are we live?
We're live and alive.
We're live again.
So we're back?
We're back.
We're back. We're back again.
No, don't do that. Don't
G for G.
Stop.
It's back again.
Oh, God, horrible.
Seanluc's back. Charlie's back.
Oh, God.
Kenny's back. Hannibal.
And I'm done. I'm leaving. I'm out of here. I'm not doing this. All right, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another episode of the G's for Geek podcast. This is your host, Charlie Radio Williams.
And this is Seanluc.
Why was there a delay there?
I think he had some water. I think he was drinking water at the time.
And as
I just snitched on him. I'm sorry.
You just blew my whole spot
I
up.
snitched on everybody.
Listen, don't make me have to bring Jet up back here.
I think I'm the rat of the
don't
show.
Don't make me have to bring Jet back here.
Are.
Yeah.
Listen, by the way, I have an audio clip from Jet. Apparently, I saw him at New York Comic Con. He wanted to say something, so I recorded it. So hold on, let me get my phone.
No, you keep that.
I'm excited to hear this.
No.
I miss him.
Yeah.
Actually.
Please don't.
Hey, yo, what up? It's your boy Jet.
Why is he so aggressive?
He's passionate. Keep telling
I just wanted to let y'all know I enjoyed my time over there at the G4G podcast. I'm here with your boy Sean. What up? And I'm letting y'all know, that this is not going to be the last time y'all see your boy Jerome Ezekiel Thompson.
Not everybody enjoyed him.
All right. Everybody enjoyed who I was.
Cut the recording on that.
All right.
We don't need to hear anymore.
All right, done.
So, ladies and gentlemen, if you're listening in, if you're joining us for G's for Geek podcast, it's been a while since I said this. The G's for Geek podcast is a shoot the shit show with geeks, just talking about geek life and geek things. So, with that being said, this weekend we went to New York City Comic Con 20.
That was last weekend.
That was last weekend. Yes, okay, that was last weekend.
Yeah,
you're hearing this now.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not screwing. I'm not even.
No, do you know what it is? I'll give you the benefit of the doubt on that because
con withdrawal.
Yes, that's exactly what I was going to say. Con depression withdrawal, right? And it's a big thing. You go through a whole weekend of just New York Comic Con. You experience so much stuff. You do so many things, and then when you go back to your regular life, it's just like blah.
I know. Well, I enjoyed it. Did you enjoy it?
Oh, I immensely enjoyed it. Heck, you can see how much I enjoyed it just based on the YouTube video that we posted up.
Well, this is definitely the first time that I enjoyed it in the sense of filming it, being behind the scenes, doing my best to get as much footage as possible. I actually had a great time this year being behind the camera. This is the first real con we've ever been to that we've actually covered, like you and me as a dynamic duo.
Yeah, I'm very happy about that.
So,
you did the filming, I did the speaking, we did the interviews. It was such an amazing experience. It's unfortunate we couldn't get everything out there.
You were such a cocky face the whole entire time.
Okay, I was only cocky on camera.
You called me your handler.
Okay, I only called you that once, and that was on Saturday night when we were ready to leave.
Oh, you mean Saturday night when we saw Hannibal and his beloved child,
baby mother?
Baby mother.
That's what she is. Yeah.
No, but he has a wonderful kid.
Yeah,
he has an amazing.
He's all right.
Wonderful kid.
He's good.
Okay, wife. But but when we ran into Han, we found out that she doesn't listen to the podcast, and we also found out
it's fine, so that we can talk all the smack in the world, and she won't know it.
Yeah.
Oh, you think we can get her on the next episode?
I guess so.
All right,
I guess.
This is
okay? What are her pet peeves so that I know how to piss her off? I mean, I know what to avoid.
Just talk over her a lot.
Oh wow,
she hates that.
I mean,
and question everything
anyway.
she says.
I mean, if that's the case, then Charles definitely gonna piss.
Well, I've known her for a long time, and
just if you ask her what her favorite anime is, and then like trash it.
Oh.
And the show that she loves right now is called The Masked Singer. Have you guys checked it out?
Oh, I've seen that.
Oh my God, the first season was amazing. I haven't caught up to the second season.
Sean, where's Jet? We may have to replace Sean.
No, we don't.
He loved this show.
First of all, what is the problem with The Masked Singer?
It's trash.
Oh my God, it's a terrible show, man.
It's trash.
It is not a terrible show. It's an amazing show.
It's trash.
It brought T-Pain to a new light.
What?
Trash.
Because T-Pain needed that show?
Yes.
Okay, this point.
You said T-Pain is in it. You know what? I'm talking about this shit, and I actually haven't seen it. But
it's amazing. Yo, I got one of them right. Okay. When I called out Ricky Lake, right, as one of the Masked Singers last season, I was hype as hell.
Oh, Jesus. All right, we can move on. All right,
move on to Comic-Con. So, what was your highlight at Comic-Con besides filming?
My highlight of Comic-Con was listening to the AEW panel, hearing Chris Jericho, who I think is more face than you, talk about the differences between other wrestling networks and other wrestling brands and what AEW is bringing to the table, and how its goal is to reintroduce traditional wrestling, or just the entertainment of wrestling. So I thought that was exciting. Seeing the Gundam and getting on that 1 hour line to get into the Bandai shop in order to get an exclusive. It was just great seeing the cosplayers, so forth and so forth.
Also, you were able to not just work, but you was able to do some stuff for your own. It sounds like.
I mean, I was shooting a lot of B-roll. Sean was like everywhere and anywhere, so whoring himself out as usual.
Networking,
waiting for makeup.
I don't even know where this makeup thing came from. Oh. Yeah, you were talking to my friend about that. I was like, what?
Oh, because when we get you on camera, we definitely have to make sure like we have like some makeup on you. Tone.
I don't need makeup. It's fine.
You do need makeup.
What are you trying to say?
Because you know what?
They say I blush too much.
So here's the deal. I believe like even if you're a geek, you should be groomed. And even though someone likes to call me the hippie geek, right? You should be groomed. All right. So on camera, you should have a presentation. You should look presentable. You should look like, you know, the geek or the nerd that is, you know, well presented.
What are you trying to say about Sean?
I mean, look at him.
Damn.
Wow, really?
I mean, he's a sexy beast.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna note that line
when he's cleaned up. When he's cleaned up, you know, we're gonna shave the head bald. Make sure it stays bald. Make sure his face stays shaved. Get some mascara on him, just a light.
No, it's like foundation.
Not too much. I think it was recommended not to give him foundation.
Yeah.
But overall, like, he did a great job doing interviews for his first run being out there.
When the video's gonna be up?
The video should be up now. It's up now.
There you go. Plug.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. Let's plug that in.
You can see that on the Geektopians.
Yeah, you can see it on the Geektopians YouTube channel.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little extra time compared to the other Geektopians, but that's because we covered about 4 days worth of material.
It's about what, 24?
Yeah, 24, 25 minutes, but we compared, like I said, we put 4 days worth of material into that one video.
And then whatever extra stuff, we ended up just putting it on IG. So
yeah.
I think there's maybe 1 or 2 interviews that we didn't find a way to cut it in, but we still wanted to give recognition to those that were interviewed. So we ended up putting on IG along with some other photos that Sean covered from NYCC.
Yeah, you can check it out. Yeah. Geektopians website. The IG, the Geektopians, it's that simple. Just check it out. Yes, free plug. We're going back to hashtag free plug status.
You're free plugging yourself?
No, we're free plugging in SFS Studio Production.
Yeah, but why? That's not a free plug. You're just plugging us.
It's still a free plug.
You gotta plug it in.
Okay.
You gotta
plug it in.
Oh God.
What's your like favorite interview? Like, that's the one interview you guys can't wait to show. To be honest,
I loved Sebastian only because his energy and the fact that he wants to help promote other artists and promote so many different things and become like this beacon of like inclusion with artists and everybody like that. I thought that was like amazing to me. So that was my favorite. What about yours?
It didn't make it into the cut, but we put it on IG. It's the Miss Marvel.
Okay.
She is first time cosplaying. Her husband is a cosplayer. She decided that she wanted to get into cosplaying, and this was her first time coming to a con and just going all out. So that one, I believe the other one was like, we didn't get like side shots of her, but we got like an interview with her. It's Catherine from McLean. I don't want to butcher this. McLean Sisters Cosplay. I hope we said it right.
Yeah, I think we did. I'm still, you know, I do hope we can find her on IG just to give her the credit.
So that we can give her the credit, you know. But there was tons of people who I really enjoyed, but those 2 I think stood out the most for me.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I think that's the cool thing about Comic-Con in general, not just necessarily the big dogs, the big movie studios, the big comic book studios, is everyday people, the small businesses, the people out there just trying to, make their cut, get some recognition, get some exposure.
I love how you're moderating this.
I know, right? No, I thought,
I don't know what to say right now.
I only been there one day, but I definitely enjoyed myself. I didn't go last year, but I definitely enjoyed it. And I think, just the idea that you see a lot of people just, trying to make their ends meet a little bit.
Wait, why didn't you go last year? Was it the wife?
I don't remember why. I think I missed out on the tickets and the reselling was crazy. But
okay. You can say
I noticed now, I don't know if you guys noticed when you got off the train, people were selling tickets, like scalping like crazy. Like, as soon as you get off the train.
The problem with that is that you're not going to be able to use those badges because
I wouldn't trust that either. Yeah. But the brothers.
Oh,
I think
that they weren't activated.
No, I don't think they were activated.
You wouldn't even know.
Like, that's the crazy part about it.
I mean, it sounded like people...
was it like they bought tickets that just weren't activated? Like, they never went and activated it, so it's like a dead purchase?
As soon as you get out the train, walking towards the Jacob Javits Center, there's guys like, you got a ticket, Comic-Con tickets.
Yeah, definitely.
I think Jet was there. Maybe Jet could have been selling.
I think I saw Jet, but I didn't want him to see me.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
He was selling tickets. I mean, that's his hustle.
Yeah, he may have.
That's his hustle.
You don't want to talk to him right now. Yeah.
I don't know why y'all so afraid of Jet. I actually met the brother in person.
I've said this before. Ain't nobody afraid of Jet.
Oh boy.
Ain't nobody scared. Jet, if you're listening right now.
Oh boy.
If you're listening right now, ain't nobody afraid of you. But if you show up to the building, I welcome you to come to the building.
You do realize I got Jet's number. Right?
Hold up. Oh, I'm happy you met him at some point. But Jet, understand that the front door of the building is open, and you don't have to worry about the 25 new guards that we just hired to make sure that you are taken care of.
Oh, they're gonna handle them.
I'm just saying they're gonna. They're professionals.
Okay,
professionals.
That makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. So, Sean, what was?
Yeah. I don't know. You got this fear of Jet to the point where you're
it kind of hosts the show because he like legit scared.
I see that.
First of all, whatever. Okay, I'm changing this topic. Sean, when you wasn't with me, what was you doing the whole entire time?
Okay, so I was doing a couple of things. One, I was being a handler because I do have another hustle.
Okay.
Right, but also I was just enjoying myself, buying pops, purchasing a shirt for a friend of mine. And just walking the show floor. This was actually the first year in a while that I did not leave New York Comic Con during the day. Okay. Right? Like, I was literally there from morning to night. Half because we were recording. And the other half is just because, I was running around making sure to get stuff. I won a raffle on Friday, which was pretty awesome.
Nice.
I was excited about that.
Oh, that's like Jesse. One of the shows, one of our partners for SFS, like, she was just posting like constantly that she was winning. Like, she was winning from like the moment she got there. Like, every day she was winning something. And I was just at work like, come on, stop posting. Like, you get real jealous when people like. And I have to put this out there, Geektopians. When you don't win things in life and somebody that's constantly winning shit in life, like, don't you just want them to like stop? Like, listen. You announced your one win. You keep that. All right. You stop right there.
Yeah, but I think when she wins, we all win, right?
No.
Okay. Just not out there.
Unless she's giving it away and she's passing it to everyone else now.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
What? I'm saying, he said if she wins, don't we all win, right?
Yeah.
No,
I mean, okay, normally yes, because she did make us some connects during New York Comic Con.
Oh, no, but that's different. See, networking connection is different. What I'm saying is, if she wins something, right? We don't.
Here's the thing: if she wins something, she tells us so that if under the impression that we're gonna go behind her.
No. When she tells us she's won something, that's her like advocate or expressing her positive chi. Like, she has a very positive chi in her life. Yeah. That positive things come to her. I'm just saying, sometimes you keep that shit over there, right? Keep it over there, right? That's your chi. Yeah. Why we all gotta hear the testimonies of your positive chi? Keep that over there.
Okay, that makes sense.
I mean, but what's wrong with spreading your positive chi?
You use another one too.
Okay, I only did it once because as soon as I got into the damn con, as soon as I got into the con, I won two things straight up.
Times.
Straight up.
But you know what? In all fairness, I'm a natural hater.
Sounds like it.
Yeah. So which is weird. So I don't self-deprecate against myself.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think that I am a great guy. I think I'm very very positive.
Yeah.
Very centered. But outside of that, I hate everyone.
Okay.
Everyone.
So you just love yourself. Yeah. So you're a narcissist.
Well, kind of.
Okay.
But we're all.
Is it a narcissist or a sociopath? No.
Oh, shit.
Well, I think. Well, first of all, we're all a little narcissistic, and we're all a little sociopathic.
Okay, makes sense.
Yeah.
So.
Are we though? I'm humble as hell.
Criminal minds. What?
You call yourself the face? All right.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Very humble.
He is the face of Sketchfed.
Well, until you can find two other female people that can be the face of Sketchfed Studios. Okay, my face, unfortunately,
you said two others.
Will be on there.
The face.
You need to stop.
I'm just saying, they need to
stop.
put their pictures out there.
Ooh, they do put their stuff out there. Like, they're very supportive. You definitely need to stop. So, because I think that right now they are growing. They're getting better, and we're talking about WAG.
Yeah, I was gonna throw that.
Yeah, we're talking about the Wadawi anime girls who, like, they're killing it right now. They're consistent with their podcast, and we're trying to catch up to them. We're kind of learning.
Oh, this is podcast wars.
Yeah.
Let's go. I'm ready. Let's go in.
I told them
Let's do it.
We're trying to avoid that.
Oh.
We're trying to avoid that because that is our sisterhood.
First of all, it's not even trying to avoid. It doesn't exist.
Okay.
Right. So let's not put anything about wars out there. Like, their content is their content. Our content is our content.
We like the Jedi, right? And they're the Sith.
No,
wow.
Is that what we're saying?
That is not what we're saying at all. Hannibal, this is why we tell you to tone it down, take a step back. Just hold on to the engineer.
I'm new.
You're starting drama.
I'm new, so of course not.
You started this, though.
All I said was the girls need to be on the company website. So that I'm not the only face on the company website. That's all I said.
But they are on the company's website.
Their podcast is, but not their faces.
Yeah, put their face on.
What do you mean?
Actually, this is your fault.
What?
I don't know.
See, you're opening a can of worms, Sean.
I want to jump into something different. Totally different.
Okay, thank you for the segue.
Cosplay. I'm still into I still like it. I mean, I remember the first time.
Have you ever seen cosplay?
I've never. But I think I'm more comfortable with myself. I'll probably try.
You should cosplay.
The first time I've seen you at Comic-Con, you had on.
I was a black shinobi from the village hidden and you know, good thing you said that. So one of the panels at NYCC this year that was really interesting was pretty much talking about, like, being yourself, but also as a POC, person of color, like, making sure, like, you can be whatever character you want to be. Own the character, be the character. If it's your favorite, don't worry about people, like, putting you down, saying that this works, that doesn't work, that you don't. No, represent the character that you're in love with. And I actually appreciated listening to that panel because I have my own experience that when I went dressed as I think one year it wasn't the same costume twice, but one year I went just as, like, Naruto's first teacher, Iruka Sensei, and then the second year I was like, I'm just gonna put on a costume and go as, like, a random villager. Then I remember, like, both years I heard somebody say, like, oh, there's no black people from the village, to which later on, which that was kind of like this, like, just like, it did make me feel like, oh, like, screw you, like, I still enjoy wearing this. Yeah. To which maybe, like, a year later, US wise, they release, like, later seasons, and then you find out there are colored people. They just happen to be either in the sand village or in the village hidden in the rocks. Yeah. But it's still the fact that there are people out there who will put down another person for wearing a cosplay outfit or not being the race that fits the actual character. And I think that's just ridiculous.
Yeah, I think, and then especially once you start going to cons, you do realize that that's a silly take to have. It's everyone having fun, all colors, doesn't matter what the original, I guess, art, character looks like. As long as they put the costume on, they enjoy it. That's where it's all about.
But in good cosplay news, while we were there, we took several different photos of Sean for the calendar.
Oh
When was this?
Don't worry. Shut the
I
fuck up over
can't wait.
there. You keep it quiet over there. We took several.
I would love
photos.
to know when this was.
Keep it down over there. Keep it down over there. We took several, and I think we're gonna try to release it by Christmas.
Oh, wow.
I don't know where this Christmas thing comes from.
Don't worry. So some of the cosplay outfits that we had, Sean dressed up in.
Okay, first of all, I don't know where you're coming up with this.
Sean Homer Simpson. There's
shit.
Sean.
That none of this happened.
There's Sean Thanos.
I don't even cosplay.
Wait, what?
You don't? Why not?
That's a lot.
I don't cosplay. Like I only did. Okay,
That's a lot.
I can count on one hand the amount of cosplays
Vegeta?
I've done the entire time. I have done Dr. Hugo Strange from Arkham Asylum,
Okay.
right? I have done Nappa,
Oh yeah, it's Nappa. Yeah.
right? For Big Apple Con.
I said Vegeta, but I forgot it was Nappa because you have no hair.
Right? And I think that was it. And I was like, and then when I was a little kid, I dressed up as
Nobody cares when you were a little kid. Let's keep it in.
the last time I dressed up was Halloween in high school.
And you were taking.
And I was Jesse from Team Rocket.
You were what?
Wow. You got the picture?
Luckily, no.
Oh, that would have been great. That would have been awesome.
Sean, the hidden years.
Yeah, let's keep those years hidden. Thank you very much.
But anyway, Geektopians, we had a great time at NYCC. For those who live in the New York City area, we hope you had a great time as well. I definitely know that the tickets are getting more and more expensive every year, but you know what? It was well worth it. What was it? This year it was over 200,000?
It was about 250,000 people that came this year. It was so bad. Real quick, before we close up shop, I just want to say it was really bad to the point where Thursday, a day where normally it'd be empty, was packed as hell. Right? I was trying to get my pops. I was trying to actually, it took so long. The lines, like you said, you were waiting an hour for the gun.
Oh, for those exclusives?
Right. I waited like an hour and a half to the point where I had to have someone hold my line just so I can use the bathroom and come back. And then the line still didn't move.
Wait, before we go, here's a quick question, because this is something that I've always wanted to talk to you, especially about, you know, I think we've talked about this on the podcast before, but being that we're seeing how big Comic-Con was this year compared to other years, do you think that cons like Comic-Con are still for the fans, or do you think that it's more for, do you think that it's still for the fans, or do you think that it's still more commercial?
I think, personally, I think this year was more of a fan base than the years before, because the years before, it was truly corporate. It was a strong corporate backing where it's like, well, you know what? We're going to highlight this because we know you're going to buy it. Like the Uniqlo, right? When they were there and they had their line of like of comic related t-shirts and things like that. It's still corporate, but I feel like this year was more towards like the fans. This is what I know you're going to buy. As fans, we know you're gonna buy this, and we're gonna help treat you as fans of because without the fans, there's no money.
Yeah,
and I feel like that's what the companies are starting to realize, that without us, you're not going to have a business.
I still feel like there's a lot of things that are still missing that made Comic-Con great in the past.
Well, I mean, unless we have like 15 bags of swag as we're coming out of the con, right? Those days are long gone. I miss my
I do
swag.
miss those days, yeah.
Well, I just mean like more like, you know, like I remember when there were more PC games that were there, you know, for testing.
I don't remember this.
When
that had a few like PC basically like tournaments too. Like they'll have the big screen in the back and they'll play like StarCraft, stuff like that.
There were like more tabletop areas.
Yeah, definitely.
Outside of Konami.
Outside of Yu-Gi-Oh! And stuff like that, there were more tabletop areas. Like I just feel like we're like that. Those type of things are kind of missing right there.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, I mean, overall, had a great time. Can't wait to do it again next year. Oh wait, but you know, let's see what we can do. Well, let's find another con where we can enjoy ourselves.
Well, I think the next con, which is the last con of the year,
for here in New York.
No. East Coast. I think it's Rhode Island.
No, not because then we also have Anime NYC.
Okay.
Then there's WinterCon.
Okay.
Right, and then I'm trying to go with my friend to Holiday Masuri in Orlando, Florida.
Ooh. Ooh.
Yeah, that's going to be a fun trip.
Nice. This year?
This year in December.
Okay.
So, but there are still cons going on. It's just this one was the biggest. It's my. I hate to say it like this, but I don't know if any New Yorkers out there go to San Gennaro Feast. Mm-hmm. Right? There are feasts that happen after San Gennaro. Mm-hmm. But since San Gennaro is such a big feast, people don't recognize it. Well, I feel like that's how it is for New York Comic Con. New York Comic Con is such a mecca of cons that any con after it feels like an afterthought.
So I guess the next one for us is going to be Anime NYC, right?
Probably. Either Anime NYC or if in we November, can get a ride up there, we'll go to Rhode Island.
Yeah. And if you enjoyed our video that we produced under the Geektopians, which is Quickotopians, look at it, watch it, give us your feedback. Once again, it was our first major production, and we're trying to get better and better and better, but we definitely need your feedback out there.
Yeah, I learned a lot, and I know you did as well. So
I mean, every time I get behind the camera
apparently it was amazing, the greatest.
No, but you have words that we'll talk about that on another episode.
We'll talk about it.
All right. All right, Geektopians, thank you for tuning in to this episode. This was our semi-recap of NYCC 2019.
All you need to know that it was awesome.
Awesome. Yeah, it was great.
Yeah.
It was great. So with that being said, this is Charlie Radio Williams.
And this is Seanluc.
And, I can't say it as a whole. And we are out of here.
The G is for Geek podcast with Charlie Radio Williams and Seanluc is a presentation of Sketchfed Studios, produced by Charlie Williams and edited by Hannibal Darby. To find more episodes of the G is for Geek podcast, make sure you check them out at Apple Podcast, Spotify, Stitcher, and wherever else your podcast needs. If you need to hear Charlie Radio Williams and Seanluc shoot the shit on any of your topics or questions, please send a tweet to the two geeks on Twitter, or you can send a message on Instagram for the Geektopians. For web series, podcasts, blogs, and more, please make sure to head over to sketchfedstudios.com. And as always, stay geeky, stay you.